Chapter 22, Chemical Coordination and Integration. You have already learned that the neural system provides a point to point rapid coordination among organs. The neural coordination is fast but short lived, as the nerve fibers do not innervate all cells of the body and the cellular functions need to be continuously regulated. A special kind of coordination and integration has to be provided. This function is carried out by the hormones. The neural system and the endocrine system jointly coordinate and regulate the physiological function of in the body. 22.1, Endocrine glands and hormones. Endocrine glands lack ducts and are hence called ductless glands. Their secretions are called hormones. The classical definition of hormones as a chemical produced by endocrine gland and released into the blood and transported to a distantly located target organ has current scientific definition as follows. Hormones are non-nutrient chemicals which act as intercellular messengers and are produced in trace amounts. The new definition covers a number of new molecules in addition to the hormones secreted by the organized endocrine glands. Invertebrate possess simple, very simple endocrine system with few hormones, whereas a large number of chemicals act as hormones and provide coordination in the vertebrates. The human endocrine system is described here. 22.2, Human endocrine system. The endocrine glands and hormones producing diffuse tissues cells located in different parts of our body constitute the endocrine system. Pituitary, pineal, thyroid, adrenal, pancreas, parathyroid, thymus and gonads, testes in males and ovaries in females are the organized endocrine bodies in our body. Figure 22.1. In addition to these, some other organs, example gastrointestinal tract, liver, kidney, heart, also produce hormones. A brief account of the structures and function of all major endocrine glands and hypothalamus of the human body is given in the following section. 22.2.1, The hypothalamus. As you know, the hypothalamus is the basal part of diencephalon forebrain, figure 22.1, and it regulates a wide spectrum of body functions. It contains several group of neurosecretory cells called nuclei which produce hormones. These hormones regulate the synthesis and secretion of pituitary hormones. However, the hormones produced by hypothalamus are of two types: the releasing hormone which stimulates secretion of pituitary hormone and the inhibiting hormone which inhibits secretion of pituitary hormone. For example, a hypothalamic hormone called gonadotropin releasing hormone GnRH stimulates the pituitary synthesis and release of gonadotropins. On the other hand, somatostatin from the hypothalamus inhibit the release of growth hormone from the pituitary. These hormones originating in the hypothalamic neurons pass through axons and are released from their nerve endings. These hormones reach the pituitary gland through a portal circulatory system and regulate the function of the anterior pituitary. The posterior pituitary is under the direct neural regulation of the hypothalamus. Figure 22.2. 22.2.2, The pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is located in a bony cavity called sella turcica and is attached to the hypothalamus by a stalk. Figure 22.2. It is divided anatomically into an adenohypophysis and a neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis consists of two portions, pars distalis and pars intermedia. The pars distalis region of pituitary, commonly called anterior pituitary, produces growth hormone GH, prolactin PRL, thyroid stimulating hormone TSH, adrenocorticotropic hormone ACTH, luteinizing hormone LH, and follicle stimulating hormone FSH. Pars intermedia secrete only one hormone called melanocyte stimulating hormone MSH. However, in human, the pars intermedia is almost merged with pars distalis. Neurohypophysis, pars nervosa, also known as posterior pituitary, stores and releases two hormones called oxytocin and vasopressin. which are actually synthesized by the hypothalamus and are transported axonally to neurohypophysis. Oversecretion of GH stimulate abnormal growth of the body leading to gigantism, and lower secretion of GH result in stunted growth resulting in pituitary dwarfism. Excess secretion of growth hormone in adult, especially in middle age, can result in severe disfigurement, especially of the face, called acromegaly, which may lead to serious complication and premature death if unchecked. The disease is hard to diagnose in the early stage and often goes undetected for many years until changes in external features become noticeable. Prolactin regulates the growth of mammary gland and formation of milk in them. TSH stimulates the synthesis and secretion of thyroid hormones from the thyroid gland. ACTH stimulates the synthesis and secretion of steroid hormones called glucocorticoids from the adrenal cortex. LH and FSH stimulate gonadal activity and hence are called gonadotrophins. In males, LH stimulate the synthesis and secretion of hormones called androgens from testes. In males, FSH and androgen regulate spermatogenesis. In females, LH induce ovulation of fully mature follicle, Graafian follicle, and maintains the corpus luteum formed from the remnant of the Graafian follicles. After ovulation, FSH stimulate growth and development of the ovarian follicle in females. MSH act on the melanocyte melanin containing cells and regulate pigmentation of the skin. Oxytocin acts on the smooth muscles of our body and stimulate their contraction. In females, it stimulates a vigorous contraction of uterus at the time of childbirth and milk ejection from the mammary gland. Vasopressin acts mainly at the kidney and stimulates reabsorption of water and electrolytes by the distal tubules and thereby reduces loss of water through urine, diuresis. Hence, it is also called as antidiuretic hormone. ADH, an impairment affecting synthesis or release of ADH result in a diminished ability of the kidney to conserve water, leading to water loss and dehydration. This condition is known as diabetes insipidus. 22.2.3 The pineal gland. The pineal gland is located on the dorsal side of the forebrain. Pineal secretes a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin plays a very important role in the regulation of a 24 hours diurnal rhythm of the body. For example, it helps in maintaining the normal rhythm of sleep-wake cycle, body temperature. In addition, melatonin also influences metabolism, pigmentation, the menstrual cycle, as well as our defense capability. 22.2.4 Thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is composed of two lobes which are located on either side of the trachea. Figure 22.3. Both the lobes are interconnected with a thin flap of connective tissue called isthmus. The thyroid gland is composed of follicles and stromal tissues. Each thyroid follicle is composed of follicular cells enclosing a cavity. These follicular cells synthesize two hormones, tetraiodothyronine or thyroxine T4 and triiodothyronine T3. Iodine is essential for the normal rate of hormone synthesis in the thyroid. Deficiency of iodine in our diet result in hypothyroidism and enlargement of the thyroid gland, commonly called goiter. Hypothyroidism during pregnancy causes defective development and maturation of the growing baby, leading to stunted growth, cretinism, mental retardation, low intelligence quotient, abnormal skin, deaf mutism, etc. In adult women, hypothyroidism may cause menstrual cycle to become irregular. Due to cancer of the thyroid gland or due to the development of nodules of the thyroid gland, the rate of synthesis and secretion of the thyroid hormone is increased to abnormal high levels, leading to a condition called hyperthyroidism which adversely affect the body physiology. Exophthalmic goiter is a form of hyperthyroidism characterized by enlargement of the thyroid gland, protrusion of the eyeballs, increased basal metabolic rate, and blood and weight loss, also called Graves' disease. Thyroid hormone play an important role in the regulation of the basal metabolic rate. These hormones also support the process of red blood cell formation. Thyroid hormone control the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Maintenance of water and electrolyte balance is also influenced by thyroid hormone. Thyroid gland also secrete a protein hormone called thyrocalcitonin TCT which regulates the blood calcium levels. 22.2.5 Parathyroid gland. In humans, four parathyroid glands are present on the back side of the thyroid gland, one pair each in the two lobes of the thyroid gland. Figure 22.3b. The parathyroid glands secrete a peptide hormone called parathyroid hormone PTH. The secretion of PTH is regulated by the circulating levels of the calcium ions. Parathyroid hormone PTH increases the calcium level in the blood. PTH act on bones and stimulate the process of bone reabsorption, dissolution or demineralization. PTH also stimulates reabsorption of calcium by the renal tubules and increases calcium absorption from the digested food. It is thus clear that PTH is a hypercalcemic hormone, that is, it increases the blood calcium level. Along with TCT, it plays a significant role in calcium balance in our body. 22.2.6 Thymus. The thymus gland is a lobular structure located between lungs behind sternum on the ventral side of aorta. The thymus play a major role in the development of the immune system. This gland secretes the peptide hormone called thymosin. Thymosin play a major role in the differentiation of T lymphocytes, which provide cell-mediated immunity. In addition, thymosin also promote production of antibodies to provide humoral immunity. Thymus is degenerated in old individuals, resulting in a decreased production of thymosin. As a result, the immune responses of old person become weak. 22.2.7 Adrenal gland. Our body has one pair of adrenal glands, one at the anterior part of each kidney. Figure 22.4a. The gland is composed of two types of tissues. The centrally located tissue is called the adrenal medulla and the outside this lies the adrenal cortex. Figure 22.4b. Underproduction of hormones by the adrenal cortex alters carbohydrate metabolism, causing acute weakness and fatigue, leading to a disease called Addison's disease. The adrenal medulla secretes two hormones called adrenaline or epinephrine and noradrenaline or norepinephrine. These are commonly called as catecholamines. Adrenaline and noradrenaline are rapidly secreted in response to stress of any kind and during emergency situations and are called emergency hormone or hormones of flight. These hormones increase alertness, pupillary dilation, piloerection, rising of hairs, sweating, etc. Both the hormones increase the heartbeat, the strength of heart contraction, and the rate of respiration. Catecholamines also stimulate the breakdown of glycogen, resulting in an increased concentration of glucose in blood. In addition, they also stimulate the breakdown of lipids and proteins. The adrenal cortex can be divided into three layers called zona reticularis, inner layer, zona fasciculata, middle layer, and zona glomerulosa, outer layer. The adrenal cortex secrete many hormones, commonly called as corticoids. The corticoids which are involved in carbohydrate metabolism are called glucocorticoids. In our body, cortisol is the main glucocorticoid. In our body, cortisol is the main glucocorticoid. Corticoids, which regulate the balance of water and electrolyte in our body, are called mineralocorticoids. Aldosterone is the main mineralocorticoid in our body. Glucocorticoids stimulate gluconeogenesis, lipolysis, and proteolysis and inhibit cellular uptake and utilization of amino acids. Cortisol is also involved in maintaining the cardiovascular system as well as the kidney functions. Glucocorticoids, particularly cortisol, produce anti-inflammatory reaction and suppresses the immune responses. Cortisol stimulate the RBC production. Aldosterone acts mainly at the renal tubule and stimulate the reabsorption of Na plus in water and excretion of K plus and phosphate ions. Thus, aldosterone helps in the maintenance of electrolyte body fluid volume, osmotic pressure and the blood pressure. Small amount of androgenic steroids are also secreted by the adrenal cortex, which play a role in the growth of axial hair, pubic hair and facial hair during puberty. 22.2.8 Pancreas. Pancreas is a composite gland, figure 22.1, which act as both exocrine and endocrine gland. The exocrine pancreas consists of sorry, the endocrine pancreas consists of islets of Langerhans. There are about 1 to 2 million islets of Langerhans in a normal human pancreas, representing only 1 to 2% of the pancreatic tissue. The two main types of cells in the islets of Langerhans are called alpha cells and beta cells. The alpha cells secrete a hormone called glucagon, while the beta cells secrete insulin. Glucagon is a peptide hormone and play an important role in maintaining the normal blood glucose levels. Glucagon act mainly on the liver cells, hepatocytes and stimulate glucogenolysis, resulting in an increased blood sugar hyperglycemia. In addition, these hormones stimulates the process of gluconeogenesis, which also contributes to hyperglycemia. Glucagon reduces the cellular glucose uptake and utilization. Thus, glucagon is a hyperglycemic hormone. Insulin is a peptide hormone which play a major role in regulation of the glucose homeostasis. Insulin acts mainly on hepatocytes and adipocytes, cells of adipose tissue, and enhance the cellular glucose uptake and utilization. As a result, there is a rapid movement of glucose from blood to hepatocyte and adipocyte, resulting in decreased blood glucose level, hypoglycemia. Insulin also stimulates conversion of glucose to glycogen, glycogenesis, in the target cells. The glucose homeostasis in blood is thus maintained jointly by the two glucose, insulin and glucagons. Prolonged hyperglycemia leads to a complex disorder called diabetes mellitus, which is associated with loss of glucose through urine and formation of harmful compounds known as ketone bodies. Diabetic patients are successfully treated with insulin therapy. 22.2.9 Testes. A pair of testes is present in the scrotal sac outside abdomen of male individuals. Figure 22.1. Testes perform dual functions as a primary sex organ as well as the endocrine gland. Testes is composed of seminiferous tubules and stromal or interstitial tissue. The Leydig cells or interstitial cells which are present in the intertubular space produce a group of hormone called androgens, mainly testosterone. Androgen regulate the development, maturation and function of male accessory sex organs like epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, urethra, etc. These hormones stimulate muscular growth, growth of facial and axillary hair, aggressiveness, low pitch of voice, etc. Androgen play a major stimulatory role in the process of spermatogenesis, formation of spermatozoa. Androgen act on the central neural system and influence the male sexual behavior, libido. These hormones produce anabolic synthetic effect on protein and carbohydrate metabolism. 22.2.10 Ovary. Females have a pair of ovaries located in the abdomen. Figure 22.1. Ovaries is a primary female sex organ which produce one ovum during each menstrual cycle. In addition, ovary also produces two group of steroid hormones called estrogen and progesterone. Ovary is composed of ovarian follicle and stromal tissues. The estrogen is synthesized and secreted mainly by the growing ovarian follicles. After ovulation, the rupture follicle is converted to the structure called corpus luteum, which secrete mainly progesterone. Estrogen produce wide-ranging actions such as stimulation of growth and activities of female secondary sex organ, development of growing ovarian follicles, appearance of female secondary sex characters, example high pitch of voice, etc., mammary gland development. Estrogen also regulate female sexual behavior. Progesterone supports pregnancy. Progesterone also act on the mammary gland and stimulate the formation of alveoli, sac-like structure which store milk and milk secretion. 22.3 Hormones of heart, kidney and gastrointestinal tract. Now you know about the endocrine glands and their hormones. However, as mentioned earlier, hormones are also secreted by some tissues which are not endocrine glands. For example, the atrial wall of our heart secrete a very important peptide hormone called atrial natriuretic factor ANF, which decrease blood pressure. When blood pressure is increased, ANF is secreted which cause dilation of the blood vessels. This reduces the blood pressure. The juxtaglomerular cells of kidney produce a peptide hormone called erythropoietin which stimulates erythropoiesis, formation of RBC. Endocrine cells present in different parts of the gastrointestinal tract secrete four major peptide hormones, namely gastrin, secretin, cholecystokinin CCK and gastric inhibitory peptide GIP. Gastrin acts on the gastric gland and stimulates the secretion of hydrochloric acid and pepsinogen. Secretin act on the exocrine pancreas and stimulates secretion of water and bicarbonate ions. CCK act on both pancreas and gallbladder and stimulate the secretion of pancreatic enzyme and bile juice respectively. GIP inhibit gastric secretion and motility. Several other non-endocrine tissues secrete hormone called growth factors. These factors are essential for the normal growth of tissues and their repairing or regeneration. 22.4 Mechanism of hormone action. Hormone produce their effect on target tissue by binding to specific protein called hormone receptor located in the target tissue only. Hormone receptors present on the cell membrane of the target cell are called membrane-bound receptors and the receptor present inside the target cell are called intracellular receptors, mostly nuclear receptor present in the nucleus. Binding of the hormone to its receptor lead to the formation of a hormone receptor complex. Figure 22.5a and b. Each receptor is specific to one hormone only and hence receptors are specific. Hormone receptor complex formation leads to certain biochemical changes in the target tissue. Target tissue metabolism and hence physiological functions are regulated by hormones. On the basis of their chemical nature, hormones can be divided into groups. First, peptide, polypeptide, protein hormones. Example, insulin, glucagon, pituitary hormone, hypothalamic hormone, etc. Steroids, example cortisol, testosterone, estradiol and progesterone. Third, iodothyronine, thyroid hormones. Fourth, amino acid derivatives, example epinephrine. Hormones which interact with membrane-bound receptors normally do not enter the target cell but generate second messenger, example cyclic AMP, IP3, Ca2+, etc., which in turn regulates cellular metabolism. Figure 22.5a. Hormones which interact with intracellular receptor, example steroid hormones, iodothyronine, etc., mostly regulate gene expression or chromosome function by the interaction of hormone receptor complex with the genome. Cumulative biochemical actions result in physiological and developmental effects. Figure 22.5b.